Hey guys, welcome back. This week we're going to be showing you all the gear that we're going to be taking on the road. We'll show you what size boards, what sort of fishing gear we're taking, what's in the tackle box, show you the engine, skydiving stuff that you've probably never seen before, kite sizes and spearfishing gear. So yeah, let's check it out. Alright, enough talking, let's pump the kites up. Alright, now that I've got my breath back, this is my main kite I use. It's an 11 meter, which is 11 square meters of fabric. It's an all-rounder kite. We'll be using this anytime it gets windy, and we will be doing a lot of kite surfing. So expect to see this bad boy up, and that's the North 11 meter kite. Very similar kite, this one. It's an 8 meter. I think this is like a 2017 model, 4-line kite. Basically the same as the last one, just a bit smaller. Yeah, this is Alana's kite, or it will be my kite when it gets super windy, because as the wind gets higher, your kite needs to be smaller, because the smaller the kite, the less power it has. So more wind, smaller kite. Because if you flew the 11 meter in let's just say it was 30 knots. If you're flying a 11 meter kite in 30 knots of wind, I reckon you'd be in New Zealand in probably 3 hours, uncontrollably as well. Small kite, big wind, big kite, small wind. Pretty basic. These kites, when it's super windy, it's like being attached to a running ball down the roads of Pamplona in Spain. And if you haven't been to Pamplona or running with the bulls, you probably don't get that. Next up, the magic backpack. Now, this is a Icon parachuting rig. Gonna get this shit out of the way. First of all, never leave these in the sun. See how mine's been sitting in the sun like that? There's gonna be so many people who skydive and are watching this, and they're gonna be like, have a go at this dickhead leaving his parachute in the sun. So if you ever buy a parachute, don't leave it in the sun. So look after them. If you're interested in parachuting or getting your skydiving license, which Alana, my wife, is doing, watch the channel. We're gonna show you how you can get your skydiving license. Now, she's done one tandem before. I've done about 400 jumps, and we're going to show you some skydiving spots around Australia that you've never seen before, and Alana, my wife, is going to be doing her skydiving course. So enjoy. That's it. That's how it sits. Chest strap, leg straps, cutaway handles. If you want to find out more about parachuting, how this rig is going to work, how long they last, what they do, how long they open, what are the statistics of skydiving, people passing away or crashing, all the stuff that you've probably heard about skydiving. Oh, it's dangerous, all this, it's all that. It's not. It's just, it's not. It's safe. I guarantee you, it's safe. It's safer than driving your car. You got 2 parachutes in this one. One you pack yourself. One you have to pay a licensed rigger to pack, and it gets repacked every 12 months. I'm pretty sure. Maybe it's 6, no, it's 12 months. So, parachuting, we'll be doing it. Just in time for my wife to come home and see me putting on my wingsuit, which she will not be thrilled about. have not worn for a few years. That's the way it flies. And like I said, we're going to be doing some skydiving on this trip. This one is a bit more dangerous even when it is out of the plane, but I would really like to see myself flying over Jurien Bay, over the ocean, in this thing come April next year. That's my goal. I don't think it's Alana's goal, but it's my goal. Now, I do have a safer option. Plan B is a tracking suit. You're not tied in like you are the wingsuit. You jump out of the plane and you start flying like Iron Man, basically. So yeah, these pockets get full of air. 1, 2, 3, 4. On this side 2, and on the legs. And basically, you hold your body like this, nice and firm. Arms in, legs apart, feet straight, and start flying. So if we don't do the wingsuit, we'll definitely be doing the tracking suit. Cool. So we're going to be taking 3 or 4 boards. First one basically says it all. The mutant sludge. Deathless. Super thick, short, fat wave board, small wave, soft wave board. Also going to be a good board to maybe push Lou onto a couple waves with. 6'1", 20 and 7/8, blah blah blah, 38.9 litres. Board 1. Board 2. This is going to be the board I ride the most. 6'1", 20.25 wide, 34.3 litres. Super good board, all rounder, small to big waves, paddles well, and just a sick board. Board number 2. Board number 3, Australian Surf Trip, 2021, Sam L, 37 litres. Epic board. I've got some of the best waves of my life on this thing. Paddle as well. I've taken it to the west a couple of times now and got some sick waves on it. Definitely for the bigger ones. There are 3 boards. Spear guns. Double banded, 1.4 metre Rob Allen Sparrowed with a reel. This is a Spanish mackerel assault rifle in my eyes. Hopefully get a few fish on this. Clear water, better visibility, longer range, more gun to move through the water. And yeah, we're hoping to get a few decent fish on this thing throughout the year. Smaller gun, it's just 1 metre, dirty water, shallow, doesn't have to be long range, you know. Also good for getting crays out of the hole. Yeah, all your small fish like schoolies and sweet lip, reefies, small reefies. Great gun, Rob Allen, you just can't beat them. It's like the Hilux of the spear gun world. Dive fins, best you can get. This is the best bit of gear you can invest in when you start spearfishing. These are basically your tail. Picture yourself as a fish in the water. These get you around, so better the fins, the better the diver. And I'm still pretty crap. Tackle box. I'll take you through my tackle box quickly. I've got a little bit of stuff, so bait jigs, soft plastics. See you, darling. The best lures money can buy you. Lively lures here on the sunny coast. Look at those bad boys. Wahoo / dolly / mackerel lollipop. Some plastics. Always, 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 as you'd know if you're a fisherman, metal slugs, absolute must. Another quote from my good mate Dicko, do not try and reinvent the wheel. This thing here, if you don't have one of these in your toolbox, you're an idiot. The red and white Qantas Halco. Basically, the only thing you need in your tackle box. More slow trolling lures. The Xeric Tango Shad, got a few of them. Trolling lures, poppers, stick baits, you name it. We're gonna be chasing kingies, Spanish mackerel, wahoo, dollies, any pelagic. Hooks, pre-made, livey rigs, mackerel rigs, all that jazz, deadbait rigs, blah, blah, blah. Squid jigs, heaps of them. You probably don't need as many as I've bought, but that's just me. Deadbait, trolling, gar rigs. Shout out to my mate Will Honky. He loves these. He catches absolutely nothing on them, but I've decided to buy a couple. So when I catch a nice marlin or a nice dolly, these are for you, Willie. Just joking, Will's a really good fisherman. All right, now to the fishing rods. Now, I'm not a great fisherman. I love fishing, but I don't have the best gear. My best rod was bought for me. One of my good mates, Wicco, bought it for me for doing some work at his house. Second best is just an Old Faithful that I've had for a long time, live fiber. Thirdly, just a cheap reel from my local tackle shop, 150 bucks. This rod, would you believe it or not, was $2 on Father's Day from the Cloundra tackle shop. So this is a 2 to 4 cheapie, just a BCF special. And then my dad's Envy 2 to 5 kilo Gary Howard with a $70 reel. Cheap, cheap, cheap. The reel doesn't stop the fish from biting your bait or your lure. So if you're just starting out fishing, don't go and buy good stuff. Just buy the cheap stuff, because the fish doesn't know how much money you've spent on your rig, and they don't care. So the less you spend, the less upset you're gonna get when you don't catch any fish. And believe me, you don't catch many fish. It's hard. Fishing is friggin' hard work. Every time I come home from fishing, when I had a boat, I was exhausted, and I would tell my beautiful wife that I had a hard day. And now she doesn't believe me, but it's a hard day's work. Don't ever let a male trick you into thinking that fishing is easy. It's not. It's bloody hard. All right, we're nearly there. Another midlife crisis of mine, picking up skateboarding. Now, I used to skate a little bit when I was younger, but been a long time. We live pretty close to a skate park at Dicky Beach, and I can see us hanging around there for a long time with our family and friends, and I thought, stuff it, I want to be a dad that can skate. So I've gone out and bought myself a skateboard. I don't know if it's a good one. It was just off Marketplace. I've got knee pads and elbow pads, and I'm gonna film myself skating, and I'm also gonna film my little daughter, use her birthday present. And then in 12 months time, I'm gonna see what sort of progression or digression I've made in the sport. So it's always a skate park at caravan parks or close by. So I thought, if we're gonna be on the road for 12 months, always near a skate park, why not just buy a skateboard and start skating? So that's what I've done. Lively lures, above and below, get around the channel, my skateboard. Boo. I'm hoping to be getting some absolute slabs on this trip. I love surfing, but I do love bodyboarding, and getting some epic waves around the southern part of Australia is definitely on the bucket list. And this thing, you can basically take off on anything that you want, you know. You're already lying down. No offense to the boogers, but late drop-ins, shallow reefs, big slabs, hopefully get some big barrels down South Australia, places like Shark Island and all those other places down in New South Wales. So hopefully paddle you into some big point of view death pits. Kiteboard, obviously, need a board with the kites. This is Alana and I, as we share, so it's just a Cabrina. It was pretty cheap from the local Sunshine Coast Board Sports. Yeah, it's a sick board, 132 by 40. Pretty basic size for an all-round kiteboard. We got this little contraption here, which is, hopefully you can see me, the outboard 9.9 Yamaha. It's pretty sick. Basically, well, it was brand new. I bought it off Marketplace, secondhand, brand new. We've used it, goes great on this little trolley, so super easy to maneuver. Yeah, I love it. The cruiser isn't here at the moment, but I will get to film how this thing goes in and out of the cruiser. Sorry, the camera ran out of battery. Everyone's seen an outboard, that's ours. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll go through the boat and the engine a little bit more next week. I need to spend some time with the family and this little one. I know there was a lot of gear there to get through, so I hope it wasn't too much, but I really wanted to show you all the stuff that we're going to be packing and what we're going to be doing on the trip. It's not just a caravan vlog. We're not just going to beaches and waterfalls. Like, we're going to be doing some really fun stuff, and I really want people to come and watch and, you know, learn how to do things, and, you know, getting into these sports or hobbies, or it's not hard, and I really encourage everyone to do it. Anyway, this one's getting a little bit restless, so I'm going to take her inside and hang out with her, and we hope to see you next week. Next week is our last week before we leave, so we're going to show you the van, show you the car, and then we're going to be on the road. So we hope to see you then, and yeah, that's it for this week. Say bye-bye. Say bye-bye. Say bye-bye. Bye. Bye-bye. See ya. Bye. Gotcha. Thanks for watching, guys. We hope you enjoyed it. Please, if you want to follow on, hit the subscribe button for us. Promise I'll do my best to make no boring videos. We'll be doing something fun every week, so yeah, we hope to see you back. Cheers and see you then.